History is full of rebellions. People rising up, empires shaking, kings panicking, and yet most rebellions fail. Not because the rebels were weak, not because they lacked courage, but because they failed in the same ways over and over again. History is complex and there are many explanations. If you disagree or think I missed something, add it in the comments. The first and most common reason rebellions fail is simple. They have no leadership. Rebellions often begin as explosions of anger. Crowds rush the streets. Palaces burn. Officials flee. But then no one is in charge. Thousands of peasants marched on London. They stormed buildings. They terrified the ruling class. But once the king promised reforms, the rebels had no leader to negotiate, no structure to enforce change, and no plan for what came next. The king waited. The crowd scattered, and the rebellion was crushed. Anger started it, but leadership was missing, so it died. The second reason rebellions fail is lack of unity. Rebels rarely agree on what they actually want. Some want reform. Others want revenge. Some want power. Others want justice. This split destroys movements from the inside. Look at the German Peasants' War in the 1520s. Hundreds of thousands of peasants rose up across the Holy Roman Empire. But they were divided. Some demanded lower taxes. Others demanded religious reform. Others wanted to overthrow the nobility entirely. Princes negotiated with one group, then slaughtered the others. Divide the rebels. Crush them one by one. The third reason rebellions fail is brutal but simple. They lack resources. Rebellions run on emotion. States run on money, food, weapons, and logistics. During the Paris Commune of 1871, rebels controlled Paris itself. They had popular support. They had revolutionary spirit. But they had no steady supply of food, ammunition, or money. The French government waited outside the city, then returned with a professional army. The Commune lasted only 2 months. Courage was not enough. The fourth reason rebellions fail is military imbalance. Rebels often believe numbers will win wars. They are wrong. Look at the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Indian soldiers and civilians rose against British rule. They fought bravely. They knew the land. But the British had artillery, discipline, coordination, and supply lines. Entire cities were retaken. The rebellion was drowned in blood. Passion cannot defeat trained armies. The fifth reason rebellions fail is that they underestimate the state. The states are not just rulers. They are systems. Courts, taxes, armies, bureaucrats. During the Arab Spring, millions protested across the Middle East. Dictators fell. Crowds celebrated. But the state remained. Militaries stayed loyal. Institutions survived. And in many countries, repression returned stronger than before. You can overthrow a ruler, but if the state survives, the rebellion loses. The sixth reason rebellions fail is elite unity. As long as elites stay together, rebellions almost always fail. The Spartacus slave revolt in ancient Rome terrified the Republic. Tens of thousands of slaves defeated Roman armies. But Rome's elites united. They raised new legions. They hunted Spartacus down. The rebellion ended with 6,000 crucifixions. As long as elites stand together, rebellion is suicide. So why do some rebellions succeed? Because elites split. Because armies defect. Because institutions collapse. The French Revolution succeeded only after nobles fled, soldiers refused orders, and the state collapsed under debt. Revolutions don't defeat states. States defeat themselves. Every rebellion begins with hope. Most end in silence. History does not reward courage alone. It rewards organization, patience, and power. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more history explained clearly and honestly. And if you disagree or have another reason rebellions fail, drop it in the comments.